Did you?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we got Coach Clausen here. We'll start with his opening statement and then open it up for questions.
Yeah, just to start out, just a good day for Wake Forest University and Wake Forest football. Once again, I want to thank the students for their great attendance and how loud they were, and they factored into the game. We had a good home crowd, and I'm just really proud of our players. We knew the level of competition was going to step up. We knew we were going to have to play a four-quarter game, and I just thought it was a complete team win. The offense did a great job of controlling the clock. We had the ball. It was almost the reverse of last week. We had it for about 39 minutes to 21. I thought we controlled the line of scrimmage. I thought we ran the ball really well. I thought Sam was very efficient again. Torian made some big plays on the outside. Defensively, just one of our best efforts. We got really good on third down. All the turnovers we generated were a huge part of the game. And just playing to the whistle, even on that quarterback sneak to generate it. And I thought the kicking game was solid. I thought it was a really good team effort and a complete effort. And we're going to need more of this as we move forward to a very good Virginia team next week. So, questions?
Dave, with some penalties and turnovers early in the game, did it feel like you guys got better as the game went on too? I mean, you kind of smoothed some things out in the course of things.
Oh, I don't, Connor. I mean, sometimes you get in a game like that the emotions are high. And guys are just trying to make plays. And Florida State is a team that's usually there's a lot of penalties, and sometimes you get in those games and you commit a few more. But some of them, the face mask and the hands to the face, I mean, those are just things that happen. And unfortunately, they happened on a drive. And, the one interception was a tip ball, and the other one, Jacory was just trying to make a play. But the good thing is we addressed it at halftime. We talked about the importance of ball security, and we didn't turn it over again after that.
Dave, how encouraging was it to see the games put together today by Taylor Marin and A.T. Perry?
I mean, Les, I've said it all camp. I mean, you guys were at practice, right? Those guys were making those plays in fall camp. Torian's a good player. Taylor Marin is a good player. Corey's a good player. Keyshawn, Jamal Banks is coming on. Donald Stewart is coming on. We like our wide receiver crew. So Taylor made some really, really tough catches. I don't know how many of his catches were first downs, but he had some huge third down conversions.
Coach, it seemed like your defensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage today. Could you talk about the way the line played up front? It seemed like they were very much gap controlled and, handling their business up front.
Yeah, I thought we played physical. And again, we challenged those guys. We told them that the quality of the offensive line was going to get better. Florida State was going to be more physical, and our guys, I thought, rose up. And I thought we did a better job with our pass rush lanes. We got a lot more disruptions on the quarterback. I thought we made some of the corrections from a week ago that we gave up those inside pass rush lanes. Coach Cohen really emphasized that this week with his group, and I think that showed up. All right, thank you. Go Deeks.
All right, everybody, we got Miles Fox here.
Miles, what do you think about the defensive effort tonight, man?
Hey, we put our butts out today. You know, it's a really big game going into the week. You know, Sam stood in front of the whole team and let everybody know how big a game this was this week. And everyone brought their A game. We had a great week of practice, and I'm really excited how it turned out.
Miles, I know third downs were kind of an issue last week, and I know it was a focal point during the week. Florida State was 1 for 6. What was the difference today for y'all?
That's our mentality. You know, we knew, going into this game, we had to play better. We didn't play our best against Florida State. And I feel like everyone stepped up to the plate today and played their butts off because, like I said, I'm really excited for what we can do.
Miles, on college game day this morning, all the analysts picked Florida State. Did you hear that? Did you were aware of that? And
We all saw it.
what kind of statement does this make to the rest of the ACC that it's time to take Wake Forest seriously?
You know, like the Seer said earlier in the week, we're not little Wake Forest anymore. You know, we play big boys. I think we're one of the best teams in the ACC, and we go out there, do everybody wrong. That's all we can do.
Anything else for Miles?
Hey,
Miles,
Miles, what was the key to controlling the run game? I mean, Florida State came in with a rusher that with back-to-back 100-yard games, and you guys really kind of stifled their running attack.
Yeah, their running backs are legit. You know, we knew that they have a big physical offensive line, so we knew we had to control the game at the line of scrimmage, and I feel like we did a great job of controlling the running backs, controlling the run game, and it's really, really big for us.
Miles, what was the key to getting 6 takeaways against their offense?
Hey, just wanting the ball more, going out there and taking the ball. See ball, get ball.
Anything else?
Miles, how big was the turnaround there at the end zone where you recovered the fumble? They were getting ready to go in. It was still a game at that point. How big a deal was that to keep them out of there? Not only to keep them out of there, but to really kind of break their back with a turnover.
That was huge. It was a huge play. I think that really took the wheels off the girl. You know, that really changed the momentum. And I feel like that was one of the plays that really solidified the game for us. That was a huge play. Huge momentum game. Huge momentum play. Thank y'all.
All right. Thanks, Miles. All right, we got A.T. Perry here.
Just AT, how did today feel for you? I saw a little bit of emotion from you on a couple of those catches. You kind of went nuts. What was that like?
Hey, A.T., can you move the microphone up a little bit? We can't really hear you. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. It was really emotional for me. Just being from Florida and not getting offered by any of the Florida teams. I take that really personally. And I kept that to myself. I told myself I just got to come in here, stay focused, bring the team together. Especially the offense. I'm really proud of them as well. Just bringing them together and just being ready to play. So.
AT, did you have a sense that, today you might have opportunities where you could get open often and capitalize?
Yeah, of course. Just watching film on them and their defense and stuff like that, I really felt confident in, just the plays that were being called. Just my ability, get there in time for Sam to look for me and, get down there for those blocks for the running backs to get loose. So, I really prepared myself this week, every day, just watching as much of them as possible, taking care of my body as well, and, just come ready to play.
AT, speaking of taking care of your body, did you get shaken up at some point there in the first half? And what was going on?
I did. I got hit in the spot. I tried to shake it off, walk it off, but I came back in, got back to work. So.
Was today a day like we talked to you after the ODU game that you were nervous and had to call your mom, or have you kind of smoothed those butterflies out now?
For sure I did. I called her again. I called my dad, called my grandmother, I always gotta talk to them before the game. You know, they give me the best motivation and you know, best advice. So I always go to them for, you know, that hype. You know what I'm saying? Just being a competitor and my parents being competitors, you know, I gotta go to them and talk to them. So it really helped me today. They for sure did. The things that they told me, it really helped.
AT, can you kind of take us through what goes into moving past that first series that ends in the interception that was kind of a funky little tip ball play?
Wait, could you repeat that again? I didn't hear the first part.
Yeah, just what like mentality wise does it take to just move past a first drive that starts with a fluky interception like that?
You know, just staying positive, really. Just talking to the guys is like, hey, we got this. This is a 4-quarter game. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Coach is preaching it the whole week that, you know, it's gonna be a 4-quarter game. So just getting the guys' ears, like keeping their head up, make sure you go back in there and just make some plays. Really paid off.
AT, in practice against the defense, could you sense a little elevated urgency or anything from them this week?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would. You know, just really getting the details down. You know, make sure we're right every single time. Make sure we're perfect. You know, that really matters. So I feel like this week, like I said, we were really focused. You know, we really wanted to beat FSU. We knew they were going to be a good team. You know, they had a close game with Notre Dame and a game with Jacksonville State. So we knew they were going to come in with some fire. You know, they're tired of being 0-2. You know, they want to get a win on the board. So.
On the other hand, you guys are now 3-0, and this is really the first ACC test now. What kind of statement to the rest of the league you think this win, especially the way you guys pulled this off, makes?
I guess a statement. You know, we coming. Just one game at a time, one practice at a time. You know, making sure we get the right things down. Just take it day by day.
AT, do you guys on the offense kind of feed off of what the defense did for you guys out there today?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I know Sam seen you know, how they're playing defense, and you know, he made the right checks, got the ball to the running back. You know, he made the right passes. So yeah, we came here ready for sure.
Anything else for AT? All right, thank you. All right, guys, we got Sam Hartman here, if he's ready.
Sam, I guess first off, just, you know, Coach Clausen talked about, you know, the team being tested with a 4th-quarter game coming into this Saturday. What went into answering that call and coming out victorious for you guys?
Preparation, I think, was key. You know, we like to put our hats on the fact that we're a disciplined football team, and we had you know, a few turnovers and some penalties here and there, but you know, I think when it mattered most, you know, we got the job done there, and you know, it was kind of, we call like a 4-minute game where we got to, you know, control the clock and control our possessions, and I think for that being the first time we've been tested against a team like that, where, you know, they have players, you know, they got 5 stars, 4 stars all across the board. You know, we handled the line of the scrimmage, the O-line, man, they did an incredible job. Jurgens coming back in after getting banged up was awesome. You know, that's just that room with, you know, Coach Vaca's, you know, he just preaches, you know, toughness and putting good stuff on film, and they really epitome of our offense today.
Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, get it done.
Sam, I'll ask you the same question Eddie just asked AT. How much did the offense feed off the defense the way they were playing today with 6 turnovers?
It was everything. You know, you come off after a 3-and-out or a turnover, and you're kind of hanging your head. You're like, shoot, like we got to pick up the defense. But the defense did, you know, I would say, won this game for us. I mean, they had so many turnovers and so many key moments. You know, 4th down stops, that fumble at the goal line, right? That completely changed the game. And it's been awesome because, you know, there's been so much competition with how much better our team has gotten over these years. That the camp, there was some animosity in a great way of, you know, going back and forth and competing with each other. And I think that, you know, when you see those guys succeed against somebody, not you, it's awesome. And, you know, for, you know, a guy like Trey Red, you know, he had another interception, had a sack.
He told me all about this, so that's how I know that. So that's Trey Red for you. But I'm so proud of him, a guy that's been here for a long time and has paid his dues. So all across the board, Luke Masterson busting his butt out there. I mean, it's great to see, and we use that with everything.
Hey, Sam, I know you guys didn't put any points on the board out of it, but how pleased were you with the way you were able to move the ball and run some clock in the fourth quarter, moving at a slower pace than what you're used to? Because sometimes that can throw your offense off kilter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just that toughness of the up front guys, right? And the receivers being comfortable with putting their nose in there and blocking guys coming off the edge, and then the running backs, man. That room is just a bunch of dudes that are willing to put their body on the line for this team and this fan base and this program. And it's a testament to the toughness that we play with. But we're always looking. There's here and there some plays, some holding calls that we want to get back. But I was very happy, and those are fun because you're kind of relaxed out there. You're not holding your breath going 100 miles an hour. So you kind of can joke around and whatnot. And when we're not going, and then when we're getting first downs, it's a lot of fun to smash it down the mat.
Sam, there were some penalties and turnovers early in the game that we're not really used to seeing out of Wake Forest. Did you guys smooth some things out in the course of this game too, and get a little better as the game went?
Yeah, I think so. I think we did a good job staying mentally tough and just bouncing back. That was the whole message this week. Everything's not going to go our ways, and they're going to make plays, and we got to bounce back and be mentally tough.
How big of a dagger was that 14-play, 90-yard drive when it was, I think, 27-14, and that made it 35-14?
Yeah, that was a big momentum swinger, and when we take pride in that stuff. We take pride, and again, there's your answer to that last question of we cleaned it up. There's a 90-yard drive. There's not anything too detrimental to that drive, and we stayed on schedule and did our jobs, and that's what we're capable of.
And then, of course, that drive was capped off with the 2-point conversion. It looks like you called your number on that, Sam. What were you seeing on that play, and did you end up landing head first?
Yeah, it seemed that way. But yeah, it's just they dropped back into a coverage. We ran a pass play, and you got to sometimes make a play on your feet. And instead of trying to run them over, I was like, I might as well try and hurdle them, and kind of worked out.
Anything else for Sam? All right, thank you. All right, Trey Red will be our last guy tonight.
Trey, how special was that defensive performance today?
Honestly, I'm very proud of our guys. We put a whole lot of work in this whole week. We was very focused coming into the game. We knew that's your hand, and to see us come out and dominate like we did is very reassuring.
Trey, I know you guys coming into the season, a lot of guys coming back, high hopes for what you want to do, and this was kind of the start of that, at least in conference play. How do you not put too much pressure on this game in this moment?
I mean, we took this game as basically another game, but we knew that they were going to come out and they were going to try to get their first win on our field, and we kind of knew that we needed to be serious and take this more seriously than we had the past couple weeks. But then again, I mean, it's another game. We just want to be the best version of ourselves and come out and do what we need to do, follow the game plan, play hard, basically.
Trey, last week the focus was kind of on the third downs that Norfolk State converted, and I think Florida State was 1 for 6 today. What was the difference on that down for you guys in particular?
A lot of film study, a lot of knowing our assignments, knowing where to be, calling the right plays to counteract what they were doing on offense on third down, and make plays.
Trey,
Anything else for Trey?
Yeah, earlier today on game day, college game day, all the analysts picked Florida State. Were you aware of that? And if so, how much motivation does that give you guys? And do you think that this performance today maybe can convince folks that Wake Forest is not Little Wake Forest anymore?
Hey, Trey, can you get a little bit closer to the microphone?
My bad.
You're good.
Yeah, we were not aware. Well, I wasn't aware. Kind of not on social media before the game, but I know that we was gonna probably be viewed as the underdog in the situation. Them coming in trying to seek their first win, but we know basically what we're capable of, and we knew that coming out we was gonna play fast, physical, and focused, and that's basically what we did. We came out and executed as best we could.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Trey. And that's all we got tonight, guys. Thank you.
Yep, we'll have a normal media schedule this week, guys. So even though the Friday game, it'll still be a normal media schedule. FYI, the credentials have been mailed to our office for those of you who asked for Virginia credentials. So I will get you those, guys. All right. We'll see you Tuesday.